Cowabunga, dudes, because you have reached Wrestling's Alternative Review. I'm your man, Steele, and today I'll be reviewing from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Baxter Stockman. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Baxter Stockman. But before I get into the actual review, I want to go over some of the old school details on this packaging. Across top here, vintage illustration. In the middle here, you have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo, where you have Foot Clan insignia. And on top of that, it says Baxter Stockman, weapon, Turtle Swatter. Below that, you have a picture of Baxter Stockman attacking Raphael. And down here, you have a warning label that says choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3. Near the corner here, the Playmates Toys logo. On the back of the packaging here, on the very top, you have the Nickelodeon logo. Near the corner here, you have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo. Over here it says, the evolution of the turtles. A boy's bowl of pet turtles falls into the stench of an underground city sewer. They land on Splinter, a penniless but powerful ninja master who lives in them up. And over here it says, Splinter's enemy, Shredder, leader of the evil Foot Clan, pours a disgusting green ooze over Splinter and accidentally the turtles, hoping to zap him dead. Then over here it says, instead, the turtle pets mutate into turtle teens, and Splinter turns into the biggest rat to ever face a trap. And finally over here it says, Splinter, the big cheese leader, teaches the turtles the ways of the ninja. Together, they form a kick-stopping fighting team for the side of good against the deadly Foot Clan. Get ready for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Middle here, cross off all the other available figures. Down here, a file card that reads, Portrait of Baxter Stockman, the bungling, bug-eyed, wickedly winged scientist. Vital Flightistics, accessory, Turtle Swatter, detachable fly wings and arms. Dimension where created X. Height 3 feet. Favorite sport? Soup swimming. Favorite phrase? Help me! And down here it says, Baxter Stockman, a man with the mind of a scientist and the body of a common housefly, buzzes around town, annoying the turtles and other decent reptiles. Created accidentally in Dimension X by a malfunctioning disintegrator unit, Baxter flurries up into an avenging frenzy, ready to fly up anyone's nose, finally convinced by Shredder that the turtles were solely responsible for the rebirth of an insect. Baxter now vents his hostility towards our half-shelled heroes. Armed and winged with the Turtle Swatter, Baxter swats the shell out of the turtle. His scientific experience may break a few beakers, but Shredder can always use a fly with an evil ingenuity. Over here you have a profile shot of Baxter Stockman, corner here the Foot Clan insignia, and down here you have the Playmates Toys logo. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, classic basic, Baxter Stockman. Baxter Stockman was released July 2023 with the suggested retail price of $11.99 and it was available at all major retailers. Baxter Stockman was released along with the other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle classic basic figures, Dingus Frog, Wingnut, and Rat King. Baxter Stockman has 7 points of articulation and his accessories include the Turtle Swatter, detachable fly wings, and arms. Baxter Stockman stands 3.5 inches tall and he is meant for fans ages 4 and up. Now that Baxter Stockman on my display table, I just want to go over some of his play features and accessories, first by talking about his detachable fly wings and arms. And these detachable fly wings and arms have some nice detail. I mean, you got some muscle detail here, you got some vein detail, you got some bulges there where they could be pus bubbles or warts. You get some claw detail here. You have some wing detail here. We got some of the veins here. But what are arm Baxter Stockman with detachable fly wings and arms? Middle of the fly wings and arms, you have that little tab right there. You turn Baxter Stockman, you have this little clip right here. Inside that clip, you have a little porthole. You want to take the detachable fly wings and arms, you want to slip them right on that clip. You want to make that tab goes right in that porthole, just like that. And now you have Baxter Stockman armed with this detachable fly wings and arms. Very cool. And the average Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles points of articulation is usually 7, but with these detachable fly wings and arms, you add additional 2. So you have 9 points of articulation altogether, where you have points of articulation in the hips, the arm, the head, the arms, and the detachable wings. Very, very cool. Very nicely done. And this figure is very gross. And back in the late 80s, early 90s, the whole gross out factor became very popular among toy companies. And I think like young boys and young girls, they like playing with figures that were gross, whether it be slime or just like weird or unorthodox designs of the toys, where you see Baxter Stockman's chest design here. You get that little gross little ridging in the chest here. You get the feet detail right here where it's really nasty and gnarly. It's just a gross figure, and a lot of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures were very gross. At least the bad guys were very gross. And if you think Baxter Stockman is gross, you should check out the Rat King. He is super gross. But talk about gross, I want to bring in the next accessory. That is his turtle swatter. And as you can see at the very top here, you have a little smushed baby turtle on top of that turtle swatter. Really cool detail, but very gross. And there's some great detail on this turtle swatter here. We got some machine detail, wire detail. You get a little thing that looks like a hinge there, but unfortunately it doesn't bend. And there's no paint detail. It's like just one flat color, blue color, which is alright, but it would be nice since it is a reissue that they could have sported some sort of paint deco on this weapon. But what are Baxter Stockman with his turtle swatter, this little clip right here, and you got a little handle. You want to take that clip, put it right over his forearm, put the handle right into his hand, just like that, and now you have Baxter Stockman armed with his turtle swatter. Very, very cool. And like I mentioned, he's got the 9 points of articulation, and I did own an original Baxter Stockman back in the day, but I sold him off a couple years ago. But from memory, he looks exactly like he did from what I can remember. Very, very nicely done figure, and I'm glad I got my hands on him because I regretted selling my collection off, and I'm glad that I'm able to piece together some of the figures I had before. Maybe not all of them, and they're probably not going to be completely accurate or the same as the original, but I'm just glad to have a Baxter Stockman. I know Playmates Toys is very famous for reissuing figures, and I hear Playmates Toys might be losing their license on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys, so I'm guessing that they're going to pump out whatever they could before that license expires. If you found any of the information in this review valuable, please like and share this video. Also, if you really enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel, and while you're there, click the bell to be notified of any future videos. I want to thank you guys for watching Red Steele's Toy Collector Review. I'll check you guys out next time.